and I stand for the value of human life and the fact that it should be valued above life in general. The negative stated that art gives you a significant purpose to live, yet how many people say that the only reason to live is art? There are so many things to enjoy in life, like friends, family, hobbies, things that you would lose if you risked your life for art. In their contention 3, the negative stated that not having to restart your civilization gives you a significant purpose. Again, imagine a scenario where a museum wing was on fire. Maybe it's the Impressionist wing, or full of sculptures, or ancient manuscripts. If that wing burned down and all the pieces of art were lost, yes, it would be a great loss. But you would not lose your entire civilization. You could, however, lose your life, which cannot be gotten back. The value of human life should be valued so highly because it is the foundation for everything. Without life, we would not have liberty, justice, or happiness. In light of this, the only reason a person should risk their life is to save another person. The world-renowned artist Vincent van Gogh once said, quote, "To save a life is a real and beautiful thing," end quote. By risking your life to save another, you are still valuing human life by saving the lives of others from a premature death. Additionally, during World War II, President Eisenhower realized the same thing. He recognized that during the fighting, historical monuments might be damaged. Eisenhower had to weigh the importance of those historical sites to the value of his men's lives. Guess which one he chose? Human life. President Eisenhower said in a report to one of his commanders, quote, "The lives of our men are paramount," end quote. He recognized that no matter how important cultural monuments are, human life is of infinite more value. In the negatives contention too, I said that rescuing one's life for cultural or artistic achievements is unfair to the ones you love. Not only do they have to deal with the emotional trauma of the event, but it leaves loved ones to deal with many other struggles. For example, what if a man who died left his wife, who was a stay-at-home mom, and 3 kids behind? The wife would have to find a job and become the sole source of income to support herself and her kids. In a situation like this, would the wife think that her husband's sacrifice was worth it? Probably not. Without a doubt, if she could have chosen between her husband and a work of art, she would pick her husband. She would choose human life over art or cultural achievements. Additionally, the kids would be without a father for the rest of their lives, which could leave them with many emotional scars. This is just one scenario that shows the consequences of losing a loved one. Before rushing off to save some cultural artifact and risking their life, a person should always think of those who would be left behind. It just may remind them how precious life is. Coming back to the negative's third contention, life is irreplaceable. In the 600s BC, there was a Greek lyric poet named Archilochus. In one of his poems, he wrote, quote, "And by a prudent flight and cunning save, a life which valor could not from the grave. A better buckler I can soon regain, but who can get another life again?" End quote. Even this poet, who lived 2,600 years ago, understood the simple yet crucial point that life is irreplaceable. In closing, the value of human life is paramount to all others. Edgar Ramirez, a Venezuelan actor and journalist, explained it well, saying, quote, "For me, no ideological or political conviction would justify the sacrifice of a human life. For me, the value of life is absolute, with no concessions. It's not negotiable." End quote. How true. Without human life, there is no way to enjoy any pleasures or treasure any other values or beliefs. Human life is so precious because of the fact that you can lose it. That is why human life should be valued above all else. For these reasons, I urge the judges to vote against the resolution. Thank you.